Now let us learn another important concept in forensic, which is volatility. So what happens with the forensic is typically something will be embedded inside the file. You need to investigate that file. If something is corrupted in the file, you need to make sure that it is uncorrupted and so on. But one of the important aspect of forensic is to find the memory, and disk forensic. So you need to find what is inside the disk, because there will be some image, some snapshot that will be taken at a time, and looking at that memory image or looking at that disk image, you need to find what is wrong with that image, or you need to find some flag. In our case, since we are basically in the capture the flag challenges, so we need to find the flag. But in the real world, you need to find something in that images to solve the challenges. So for that reason, we have the tool something called as volatility. So let us go in the volatility GitHub. Let us search for this, and you will get this volatility. And let us open the first one. Then you will get the GitHub repo for volatility. Now this volatility is for the memory forensic. So to find what is inside the memory samples, so you can also see this volatility framework is a completely open collection of tools. Obviously it is open source, that is implemented in Python. So that means we require Python dependency to run this framework. And for the extraction, so it is used for the extraction of digital artifacts for the volatile memory RAM. Since RAM is a volatile memory, if you remember, so the name volatility, because it just checks the samples of RAM. So it finds what the problem of the RAM is, what the program was executed in that RAM, in that computer. So it is very much powerful tool for you. So for the ethical hacker, this is one of the most important and most used tool. So you need to master this tool, because this is one of the important tool. So okay, you can see now you will basically have some samples. So that is a memory samples, because we are dealing with the memory forensic here in this video. And you need to investigate in that memory to find what is the wrong with that memory, so that you can find some flags. In the real world, obviously you need to find some clues to solve the crimes, but here we need to solve the flags because we are dealing with the CTF challenges. So first of all, we need to download this obviously to get this. So let us go in the code, let us copy this, we can, so that we can CLI. So go over here and let me create a new folder, and I'll just say name is volatility. Okay, volatility. So this is my folder. Now let us open here, and let me open the terminal here, and I'll just say git clone, and whatever I have copied there will be pasted right here. So this is the GitHub link that I have just copied from Git. So just go here and just click on the code and copy the link, and now I can just hit enter, and now it will clone all the objects into the volatility folder. Give it a time. Now we can do ls, and there is something called as volatility. Let me cd it so that I can show you all the content. So you can see this is the content of volatility. There is some tools, and the executable here is vol.py, and there are some plugins. If you want to check the plugins, you can also go inside this volatility folder, check some plugins, check some tools that is available. But the Python executable is right here, vol.py. So to execute it, you can do something like python vol.py and -h for help. So let us see what are the command that we have inside this volatility. So instead of Python, so you can see here, we are using volatility version that is basically available for Python version 2, I guess. This is for Python version 2. If you want for Python version 3, then you can just search for volatility 3 GitHub. You can search for this one, volatility 3 GitHub. Then you will be redirected to the next repo, and the steps will be the same. So volatility 3, this is for Python version 3, but here I guess we downloaded for the Python version 2. So let us run it using Python 2. So Python 2 vol.py -h. Let me hit enter. Then you can see volatility foundation volatility, and there was some import error here, which is obviously the crypto has, because we haven't installed PyCryptodome. We can solve this by installing, by using pip install PyCryptodome. It is nothing a it won't create any problem obviously, but if you want to remove this messages, just type pip install PyCryptodome. But here I'm more interested in the command, so it is taking a lot of time. So okay, this is the command that we are interested in. You can see, we can see supported plugin here. We can see all the options to give the file name, profile, and debug mode, info mode, help mode. We can see the force cookie mode, and these are the plugins that are important to us. See here, we can use cmd scan command to extract command history. So that means this is so much powerful. We can see what the command was executed in that particular machine from this memory forensic. We can see so many things, like we can see the automatic scan in it. We can see the hive dump. We can see image copy. We can do so much things inside that forensic lab. Now in the next video, we are going to use this and check one of the important memory dump that we have in our resource section.